Hello, everyone. My name is Victor Omoayo of the Codex Prime podcast here at Rhode Island Comic Con 2024 with Renee Witterstaetter,
Yes.
writer-editor of the Sensational She-Hulk. Just wanted to get a quick 5 minutes and talk a bit about how you got into the world of comics.
Oh my goodness. Well, like everything, there's not just one way to break into comics. Mine was a very crooked path. My degree in college in journalism and English, but I always had a love of storytelling. So even when I was a young kid, I was always stealing my brother's comic books and their Wild West magazines and anything like that because I loved the storytelling aspect. And then when I did graduate from college, one of my first jobs, was working for a company in Dallas that put on comic book conventions. It was called the Dallas Fantasy Fair. It was really, I like to say, it was really the forerunner of the modern day conventions like we have now. He was inviting Larry Langford, who ran that show, was inviting celebrities, media guests, artists, writers, and nobody was really doing it to the scale that he was. And I became the co-chair of that convention. And through that, I was hired to be an assistant editor at DC Comics on the Superman books. And, I loaded up everything I had in a U-Haul truck and moved to New York from Texas. And that's how it all started. And then different opportunities started to present themselves. And I moved from DC Comics to Marvel, which was really a wonderful place to work at the time. Mark Grunwald there was my mentor. Also, people like Jim Salicrup, Craig Anderson in the Silver Surfer office, and they taught me how to put together comic books. From Mike Carlin at DC Comics to Craig Anderson at Marvel to Mark Grunwald, who used to have the assistant editor schools back then. I became involved in the comic world, and it's led to me being an agent now for artists, writers, actors, voice actors, and just being involved in different parts of the industry. She-Hulk in particular happened, this is a long answer, I'm sorry, but She-Hulk in particular happened because I originally worked with John Byrne on the Superman books as an assistant. And then when he was at Marvel and wanted an editor on the She-Hulk books, he asked for me. And I had a great collaborative relationship working with John on that book.
Awesome. Yeah, and throughout your years working between DC, Marvel, what were some of your favorite publications to work on? Some characters,
my gosh.
stories?
Well, She-Hulk was always one of my favorites because she was just a strong, confident female character. And John, I don't know if you were aware of this, guys, but John used to draw me in as a character in the book all the time. But I would never know until he sent in the art pages, and it's like, oh, John. But it was always fun, and I didn't mind. It was really hilarious. And I'm actually listed in the Marvel database as a real character, a real person and a comic book character. So I'm one of the few people that has that distinction. Some of the other books I really loved would be Jurassic Park because I'm the one that asked them to get the license. It was before the movie ever came out, and I was like going, guys, this is going to be huge. So we got the license. We did a whole series of great Jurassic Park books. I had my favorite cover artist, Michael Golden, doing all the covers. So that's one of my favorite ones. And then there is the book that I co-created with Michael Golden called Spartan X. And our consultant on that was Jackie Chan, who I've known for a long time. So those are some of my favorite projects. Now I curate gallery shows. I write books. I just curated a gallery show about history in pop culture that's going on in Manhattan right now for a few more months at the Francis Tavern Museum. So I find ways to combine my love of history with my love of comic books, with my love of writing. It's a really creative field to be in, and now it's wide open. It's like you're not limited. The only thing that's limiting you is your own imagination. So there's a lot of fun things to do. But those are some of my favorite projects.
Oh, awesome. And you also mentioned that you're currently working as an agent as well for
Yes,
other artists.
I am.
Are there any artists or writers that you would would gladly recommend for people to check out?
Oh yeah, I mean, I only work with good people. If they're not good, I'm not working with them anymore. Michael Golden, of course, co-creator of Rogue, fantastic person, and of course, with X-Men '97 on the air, Rogue is super popular right now. I also rep Lenore Zen, who is the voice of Rogue, and several other voice actors from that. I also have Arthur Sudam, who's well known for Marvel Zombies and Deadpool and other iconic Marvel characters. Um, as far as some of the other artists I work with, Rags Morales, Jeff Isherwood, Steve Lealoa. You can find my whole list of talent on evainkartist.com. That's Eva Inc. and EVAINK artist.com. And my actors, I have 8 of the actors from the Aliens movie, including Paul Reiser, Michael Biehn, Mark Ralston, Jeanette Goldstein, Rico Ross, 8 of the actors. And we are starting our 40th anniversary Aliens tour next year. And so, guys, if you have a show and you want to book any of my talent, I'm at Eva Inc. at AOL.com. Yes, I use AOL because everyone knows where I am because I've had it for a very long time. Eva Inc., EVAINK at AOL.com. And I'll be happy to tell you who we have for your dates and come and make some magic happen at your show too.
Awesome. So yeah, Renee Witterstaetter, comics legend, Rhode Island Comic Con 2024. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much. See you later, guys.